I'm about to leave my camera outside all night on the edge of this cliff that drops 700 meters down to the valley floor. Will it capture anything? Let's find out. Welcome back to another video. Today we've driven 4 hours to Milford Sound. We hiked another 2.5 hours to get to the top of this mountain, and we're gonna stay the night and leave a camera outside all night, stabilize the Earth's rotation to see what it captures. This could be absolutely hectic, so make sure you stick around to the end to see the final result. We've just been walking around for like 5 or so minutes. We're going to leave the camera out by the tent. We found this thing which is just next to it. Pretty sick. You got some rocks that'll be in the foreground, and then obviously the view of Milford Sound. We're going to do a track time lapse, so it's going to track the stars. We got the star tracker here. It's pretty small and compact. I was debating whether to leave it. I'll bring it up, and then I got to bring it up, so happy I did. But yeah, we're going to get the tracker. We'll calibrate it to the North Star, and then we will chuck this on it, and it'll be ready to go. So I have to level off this tripod before I can do anything. That way I can get the right calibration. I just got an app on my phone, Level, which does the job pretty good. Yes, let's come down a bit. So I've checked my app and I know that the Milky Way is going to be this way, but I really want to get this view. So I'm going to start the time lapse facing somewhat here, and then the tracker is just going to follow the stars along, and then the camera will also track the stars because it's on the tracker, and it will follow it around and then reveal the view, which will be a pretty sick time lapse. I've got the shot. You can look at the monitor. It looks freaking sick. So hopefully I've done this right and it's going to track the stars that way. I just need to get my power bank so we can power this thing all night, and then we'll start shooting, and yeah, hopefully this time lapse is just going to be absolutely insane. So I have got my camera on aperture priority while the sun sets. I'm going to come back when it's nighttime and change it over to manual, but this should change the settings accordingly to the light for me, so I don't have to do it manually. And yeah, so at the moment it's 1/6400 shutter. Aperture is f2.8 on the, it's a manual lens, so it doesn't come up on the screen. And I've got the focus locked at infinity, and then ISO is at 400, but that's all going to change as the light changes. So let's get this thing rolling, and we'll come back in about 4 or 5 hours when it's dark, and we'll see if it's still rolling. I've got my intervalometer set up to 1 photo every 32 seconds. So it's maxed out at 4,000 photos, but I think we'll probably get only 700 photos, I'd say. So it's not going to be too long of a time lapse, but maybe like 40 or 50 seconds, but it should still be really sick. So about 4 hours had passed. We went exploring, found some really cool stuff, and then when we came back to check the camera, I had found that the camera had tracked the stars way too fast and didn't move how I wanted it to. Alright, we just got to the camera, and the tracker was about to rotate into the ground. We did not film any of this because I was stressing so much. I just wanted to get it sorted, but we had to move the camera back all the way to the right side of the frame to where we could see the stars, and then I focused on the Orion constellation and let it track that all night. So what I had to do then is get up really early in the morning, change it from manual back to aperture priority, so we can then get the day to night from the morning, and then reverse the time lapse so it looks like it's day to night. Yeah, a little bit annoying. I had next to no sleep because my sleeping mat completely failed out on me, and I had to get up at 4 in the morning, so it wasn't a very fun night. But we got it done, and this was the result. I think it was worth it.